This is Dr. Shaw, Down by Law, on the #1 platform for urban music, the Urban Influencer, and kicking it with Yolanda.
Okay, welcome to the Urban Influencers Radio, the #1 platform for indie artists. And I got a brother on here that when I was listening to his music, I was like, whoa, this is dope. This is dope. Doc Shaw, how you doing?
Doing good. How about yourself?
I am wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. You know, when I was sent your music, when I got your music and I was kicking back, it was a late evening and I was listening to it and I was like, this is nice. The sun will rise again. This is nice. Tell us a little bit about, before we even get into your music, give us a little history about who you are and where you're from.
Well, I'm a singer, songwriter, educator. I'm a pawpaw.
Papa, I love it.
I'm a husband, an uncle. I enjoy life. What they say, you have one life, and if you get it right, then that's all you need.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just living my life to the fullest. I'm enjoying every day. Every day I look for something joyful, inspiring. I was always told you can't control a negative and a positive at the same time. So you have to choose. And so I choose being positive because it keeps me looking young and keeps me pretty.
I hear you. And you know what? It's true because you usually see people who are always, with their mouth poked out or they're upset and you see it on their faces. They'll
Yeah.
start getting the wrinkles,
Oh.
they'll, people, how old are you? I'm not telling my age, but it's true. So you're right. It makes you stay pretty.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So I'm really enjoying life. I started my nonprofit organization called A Pocket Full of Hope, where we help youth develop life skills and learning skills using music, theater, dance, videography, and photography. We've been doing that. Been doing that for 21 years with them, taking them everywhere, and just focusing on them graduating from high school. And so as a result, we have 100% high school graduation rate.
Wow.
And so we really reach out to those young people. We visit their schools, the parent talk to their parents, find out their need. And being in music, we learn how to improvise. And so when we have to switch up, we do that. We make it fun for them. When we find out, hey, we kind of losing them, then we do the research to catch up, and we play. We focus on building relationships with the young people.
Okay.
And so that's basically what I'm doing now. I also teach school. I teach vocal music. I teach piano lab, and I also teach the music industry. It's the first music industry class in high school in Oklahoma. And so
Wow.
we teach them how to take their concept to the marketplace. Right now, they're developing companies and organizations, mock companies to that's in the industry, whether it's a advertising agency, whether it's a record company, teaching them how to to form these organizations. So it's amazing how these young people really take control of their own learning. So it's real cool. And I'm just there for checks and balances, just like A Pocket Full of Hope. They run it, and I'm here to say, hey, okay, you can do that, you can do that. Okay, let me try to find the funding. Let's go to New York, let's go to Atlanta. Let's for our youth empowerment tour. We do that every spring break.
Okay.
Hopefully we get to do that this year, because
Yeah.
the last 2 years we haven't had a chance to go because of the pandemic.
Right, because of COVID just messed a whole lot of stuff up. But
Yeah.
that is awesome. So your passion really not only is your music, but also trying to see our kids rise up and discover themselves, especially when it comes to the music business.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was one of them kids when the teachers say line up for lunch or whatever. I was the one to turn the flip before I line up, you know what I mean? You know?
Okay.
So I know what kids have to, it's always one person to kind of pull me to the side and say, hey, you like you like in the raw, if you kind of refine that, you may have something. And so I
Mm-hmm.
try to in them, I try to nurture that spark, and try to move, in the area that they, would like, you know, their passion is. And so I try to be there for them, and just kind of being in some kind of inspiration.
Gotcha. Are you from Oklahoma? Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm originally from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
Black Wall Street. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You don't really meet too many people from Oklahoma.
Hey, that's what I used to hear all the time.
Mhm,
Even when I was living in New York, I said, man, I thought Oklahoma was, I didn't know I could meet any black people from Oklahoma.
mhm.
I remember I used to have my cowboy hat, and I remember when I was in Georgia, they said, "Oh my God, black cowboy,"
I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Wow.
yeah, I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma. I went to Allen University in Columbia, South Carolina.
Okay.
And I went to college there and majored in music, got my bachelor's in music, came back home, started touring with, opening up for Gap Band and SOS and all kinds of different groups. And I decided to go back to school, the OU, got my master's, graduated that Thursday, went to OSU and worked and got my doctorate degree. So,
Wow.
it's, but I got to do something with my time. So,
Okay.
and I just figured, hey, it was for me. I did radio for like 7 years. Just things that I felt passionate about. I always wanted to do. I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm gonna do it. You
I
know,
admire that. I admire people who, you know, say, they see something they want to do and they just go for it.
yeah,
Hey, I'm gonna go get my master's. Okay. I'm gonna go get my doctorate. Okay. I'm
yeah,
gonna go teach school. Okay.
right. Yeah, it was. It's just it's when there's a window of opportunity to do some things. That window closes. You know what I mean. So you got to act on it. And at
Hmm.
least that's what I believe. So that's what I did.
Well, a lot of people are fearful to go take that leap. They'll
Hmm.
they'll stay in this, whether it's that job that they really can't stand, or that
Yeah.
career that they really don't like, or whatever
Right.
relationship. They're scared to. Okay, I can really go out here. What do you tell, especially with the young people who may be a little fearful of taking that step? What do you tell them?
Hey, faith over fear. Uh,
Hmm.
I've heard Steve Harvey telling people you got to make that jump. You know what I mean? You got to jump. And so
Hmm.
I tell them first of all, follow your passion.
Right.
And if you are being suffocated, within a job that you really don't like, this is your life that you really have to take control over. You have the power to do
Hmm.
that. And prepare yourself to do those things. You know what I mean?
Right.
I had a friend of mine. He was in Denver working at a job. I mean, real lucrative job. With a cable company. Next
Hmm.
thing I know, he was in Atlanta, principal of a high school. I'm like, he said, "Man, I ain't staying there. I didn't, I'm like, people that I've seen and I've watched and I admire, and friends who, they'll move around, and I'm
Hmm.
like, I can do that as well, but I'm
Right.
not staying in a place where it's just gonna suffocate me and just beat me down. I'm gonna find a way to get to a place, that's where I'm
Hmm.
comfortable, that's really, helping me grow, because the sky is not the limit, you know,
That's right.
not, you know.
Excuse me. I might have a tickle in my throat. But that's so awesome. That is so awesome, just to get out here and just go for it. Just go
Go
for it.
for it. Yeah.
Yeah. That to me, I admire people who can do that, to just take that chance. Who are some of your musical influences that kind of geared you towards the musical scene?
Oh, wow. Church was one, but elementary school really got me. When I was in elementary school, it was all about, we had music programs there.
Okay.
And certain songs we had to learn,
Mm-hmm.
standards. and I knew that I had the ability to sing. Also, my dad bought an old upright piano uh,
Mm-hmm.
from a thrift store. I don't even know if it was a thrift store, just in somebody's garage. And he brought it home because he wanted my sisters to play piano. And I said, "Dang, I sure want to play the piano, And so watching them and seeing how joyful they were when they came home from piano lessons, I'm like, dang, I want to do that. And so, but growing up, we had a little AM radio station. We used to get Jackson, because it could come on late at night. You know what I mean? Al Green, Jackson 5, I don't be playing on
Mm-hmm.
the radio. And then one night we heard "Oh Happy Day," on the radio, the Hawkins, Walter
Okay.
Hawkins singing "Oh Happy Day," And
Mm-hmm.
so all of that, and then James Brown. Hey, James, I got to see James Brown for 99 cents. All the
Oh, wow.
kids under 12, and I used to do him on a talent show, you know what I'm saying? Saying
Okay.
like and I'm proud. I used to, and James Brown. Then later on, I got hooked on the OJs. I used to, I
Mm-hmm.
thought I was Eddie Levert at one time. Yeah.
Okay.
That was one of my signature songs, Wildflower.
Okay.
And then my first time in LA, I got to meet Marvin Gaye. We were at his studio, the bodyguard of Marvin Gaye. We saw him in the Motown building. I was out there with my singing group.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Man, I want to meet Marvin Gaye. It's my birthday." I said, "Oh, man, you don't know Marvin Gaye, whatever." He said, "No, follow me." So we got the car and we went and had a sign in the front of the yard, like it was a real estate office. So we went
Mm-hmm.
around the back, and a group called Sun. We're here. Sun is here. You remember Sun? They were,
Yes, I remember them.
yeah, they were in the studio, um, mixing a song for Marvin, and he came down, you know. And for some reason, he just took me under his wing. I was the youngest in the singing group. And
Okay.
yeah, and so he just took me under his wings. So his kids came in. I got to meet his kids, and we just kicked it. You know what I mean? Showing me how to mix. How they back then they used to splice the tape with a razor blade.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
he had a cut man in there. You know what I mean? And so we got to meet him, but he was one of the biggest influences. Not to mention that I grew up with Charlie Wilson. Me and Robert Wilson, the bass player, the brother, we were classmates.
Oh,
We
okay.
we hung out like everywhere. We hung out like, So I was real cool with all the brothers and stuff. So I can see Charlie now. I saw him in Louisiana. I went to the Essence Festival.
Okay.
And so I got to see him. He came we were standing out when he came out. What's up, man?
Oh,
And
wow.
so Charlie Wilson was also a big influence as far as, my style, and because he had so much soul and so much
Mm-hmm.
feeling, in his voice, in the way he sort of captured the
Mm-hmm.
emotion of the song. I've always wanted to do something like that. So yeah,
Gotcha.
so
So tell us about your single and your sons, and this, the sun will rise again. Again, I like, wow.
I wrote that song. I wrote it in '84, and
Okay.
it just kind of developed over the years. Never recorded it, um, and I used to sing it, messing around. But as I, grew older and more experienced and experienced life, that feeling, within that song begin to take life, take a
Mm-hmm.
life of its own. And so Rhett Sell, my youngest son, we call him Rhett, he was the
Mm-hmm.
engineer on the song. Okay.
Okay.
He did all the mixing in our studio. And so we said, "Yeah, we finally record this song, but I want y'all to sing it with me." And so L2, oldest son, Lester, he was on the mic. That first part of the song, he does that little ad lib. He was just testing the mic. he was just testing it, because we was trying to get a sound
Mm-hmm.
check. I said, we keeping that. We keeping that. That's the little ad lib
Okay.
at the beginning. And so it just kind of blossomed after that. And I said, okay, I'm gonna take the change. And I said, Red, you come in, you do the middle part. the second verse, and so, but it was just basically written from experiences that I've had, and I remember all the gospel songs. One of the gospel songs, they encourage yourself, and
Mm-hmm.
so this was one of the songs that, when you're going through some dark moments, that you have to encourage yourself. And so as I was writing this, I was just thinking about, hey, the sun will rise again, and love will actually conquer,
Mm-hmm.
in spite of what you got going on. And so we knew that with the Black Wall Street Music Project, um, that this would be a song, from making love the lens that we wanted to heal from.
Mm-hmm.
And so we knew that there's some hurt. We knew there's some despair with the massacre that happened in Tulsa. But
Mm-hmm.
we knew that if we created a song, and we used this song to sort of heal people, and at least get the love conversation going, and maybe some acknowledgement of what happened, and maybe people will have more, maybe more forthcoming,
Mm-hmm.
with their emotions, and and use this song as a vehicle, to start healing some people, and getting some conversations going, you know.
That's good. I mean, and especially, you coming from Oklahoma, the music is just, it kind of signifies. And when I heard it, I kind of think about what's going on today as well with this pandemic, and so
Yes,
many lives have been lost,
yes,
some unnecessarily because, some, between the vaccination and not taking it,
yeah,
and just, it's been a crazy time, as far as economics and just the world and the division in the world, and it's so when I heard the song, it kind of just touched all of that, and not
yeah,
even thinking about, okay, Oklahoma, Black
yeah.
Wall Street. I saw it, but I'm like, I just got so caught up in what's going on right now.
Yes, and even the darkness, no, we really don't know what's going on. Everybody's kind of in the dark, and
Mm-hmm.
even the line where it say you will know when the time is right. The whole message of the song has taken on, a whole nother new life with the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Exactly.
absolutely right. We've been talking about that. We said, wow, this is just great time, and
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm. And so when did you know your boys had the talent? Did they show that from the time they were little kids? Because how old are they now?
know, L2 is 40. He just turned 40.
Okay.
And Rhett is 37,
Mm-hmm.
37. And so they I mean, I had them in a singing group when they were young kids. Uh
Okay.
it was called 74110. It was our
Okay.
so yeah. It was
Okay.
them two and my other nephew. And Rhett was 10, you know. And
Mm-hmm.
so I had them singing harmony. I mean, they had to practice before they did their homework, and I had them in the studio early, and they were performing. They opened up for Jodeci and uh, uh, OJ's. They opened up for Patti LaBelle, and now both of them are Grammy nominated. L2 has worked with a lot of artists. Bangladesh. She worked with uh, uh, Tadashi. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so I mean, he's done hooks for some of everybody. And Rhett is the same way. Rhett is, this whole digital world. They'll send him a track, and next thing you know, it's on somebody's CD who's getting nominated for a Grammy.
Wow.
Then both of them have their own singles out now. Uh,
Okay.
so they're really doing good. But I worked with them. We had a old upright piano,
Okay.
and we just had to sing and had to make harmony, and everybody had to stay on their note. They had to do their choreography right in the living room, you know, and even when they wouldn't, they appreciate it, really appreciate it now.
I was gonna say, were you like Joe, or are you
I
a
was
little
I
out
was
of
Joe.
style?
I was Joe all the way.
You was Joe.
I was
Okay.
I was I was
See,
Joe.
okay, okay. And
And
you know so funny about the Black community, because you would say, well, you like Joe, everybody know who Joe is.
yeah,
You don't even have to say Jackson. You just
I,
say
right.
Joe.
I was gonna say that before you said it. So I really, really pushed them, and
Okay.
now they really appreciate it, because it comes naturally. I know
Mm-hmm.
Red wanted to play football and basketball, and he hurt his knee.
Okay.
Uh, L2 wanted to play football, and then he wanted to play basketball, but now they can still enjoy the sports. And all the basketball friends and football friends want to do music now. When they were
Right.
doing music back
Exactly.
then, yeah. So they way
Exactly.
ahead of the game. They was like, they coming to them, man, I want to do a CD, man. What can I do? So it's been crazy. It's been a joy. My
Mm-hmm.
baby girl just had twins. Now I got 18 grandkids. I'm a bona fide, legitimate papa.
Yeah, you a pop off for real.
Yeah, I'm a papa already. Listen, the older ones, they got game though. Around the end of Thanksgiving, close to Thanksgiving, they called me, "Hey, Papa, how you doing?"
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Holiday coming.
yeah, you trying to butter me up for Christmas.
So,
But
are you working with any of your grandkids on the music?
I'm working with my granddaughter. She's in my choir at the high school, and,
Oh, okay.
and right now she's here. They're out there practicing now. I'm at Pocket for the Hope right now. And they're
Okay.
out they're in the parking lot. They want to go outside, so they out there dancing and creating a new dance. They got a performance on the 30th of October, and
Okay.
this is just our third time getting back since the pandemic,
Okay.
in person, you know.
Gotcha.
So
I gotcha.
they're socially
So,
distancing.
okay, yeah, I know. It's same here in my community. They open for a week and then close 2 weeks, and just until
Wow,
they get this COVID under control,
yeah,
especially with the kids, and they can't get vaccinated. So
wow,
it's crazy. But so what's gonna happen now? So you got the single out. Are you gonna do a whole project, or with your
yeah.
sons, or what's going on?
This was part of a project. It was
Okay.
1921 Black
Mm-hmm.
Wall Street Music Project. But yeah, we have songs lined up to put on our CD. We got a Christmas CD, uh,
Okay.
and it's amazing. And then we have one of our Christmas songs is on there. And so, well, all of our Christmas songs on there, but the one we got the video, uh,
Okay.
of Someone to Love, and that's out on YouTube. But yeah, we definitely planning on, this COVID thing gave us a nice little scare,
Mm.
and had my stomach all in knots, but they're on the mend right now. And I told them,
Yeah.
we got things to do. Y'all gotta take care of me. Y'all gotta cover up. It's not playing out here. And
Yeah.
so, we definitely gonna do some more stuff. We got a lot of good stuff that's lined up, so it's gonna be
Okay.
amazing. It's gonna be amazing.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to hearing some of your great stuff. And so right now you just have the single on the project, right?
Hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
it was one of the singles that they released. I think it was two, and ours was one of them. So
Okay.
we,
I
we
mean, like I said, our folks they gotta hear this. I mean, it's just it touched me, music, it touched me. And it's
you know what? Coming from you've been in the business for a while. Listen,
mhm.
I'm so encouraged. I'm so honored and grateful. You
Oh,
know that
you're
that people
welcome.
appreciate it really.
Because you hear so much stuff, but very rare that things just kind of touch you. And I just had to, like, I'm sitting here, I have it on in the background. I just kind of like stop and just like, wow. And then I looked at, watching the video, and I'm like, wow, this is nice. And just to hear your voice croon the way they do, and I'm like, and it just, I love it,
Appreciate
generational. So you got legacy going. That's a nice.
Hey, boy, I'm so honored. I'm thankful for that. I'm really grateful. You
Hmm.
know,
That's a beautiful thing.
yeah,
So I'm looking forward to what's next for Doc Shaw. I really am, because again, This is some. So you got your own label. You doing it independently?
Yeah, we're gonna do it independently.
Mm-hmm.
Right now we're on Isotopia Records,
Okay.
and so for the project, and yeah, we're gonna do it independently and see how it go. You know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. I know it's
Thank
going
you
to
so
be.
much.
Seriously, I do, and I can't wait. I'm gonna throw this on my station because I think this is, I will be adding this on to my station because I think
Beautiful.
it's something that people need to hear.
Thank you so
And
much.
it kind of, and when I did hear it, when you mentioned Marvin Gaye, that's what it kind of reminded me of, back in his day and just,
Yeah.
singing that truth because he was so ahead of his time,
Oh my
that
God.
that you
Yes.
could ride around and you listening to, Inner City Blues and
Yes.
Mercy, Mercy Me, and you're
Yes.
like, this is what's going on right now.
It is.
This is life right now,
Yeah.
2020, 2021.
Yes. Yes.
And that's how I feel like this is, that's what it kind of reminded me of. So,
Yeah.
I definitely wish you the best of luck, Doc, for sure.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Right.
I really appreciate it.
Everybody go and cop that single, The Sun Will Rise Again. And
Yeah.
what's the name of the project, the whole project?
It's called the 1921 Black Wall Street Music Project.
Okay. And, now that everybody's kind of understanding Black Wall Street, now that it's out here, people are like, okay. Because it took a long time for people to know what happened during the time.
Absolutely. And I'm from here and I didn't know.
Yeah, because when I first moved to the South, they were like, I'm like, no, not really. Then when I started, meeting more people and learning, and I'm like, let me find out a little bit more about this. And, your song definitely captures, the essence and the true essence, of course, for then and also for now of what we're going through with this pandemic. So I wish you the best on it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Doc Shaw. Doc Shaw. You're going to know that. Doc Shaw.
Thank you.
Got my light on top of the water, icy light on top of the rain. Love is strong enough to conquer, and the sun will rise again. And the sun will rise again. Yeah. I got my light on top of the water. Yeah. And I'm here to let it shine for me and you. Love is strong enough to conquer. Let it shine for me and you. Shine for you. Let it shine for me and you. Let it shine. Let it shine. Oh, even though when you don't understand. the sun will rise again. Sun will rise again. Oh, oh, oh,
There have been times in my life when I've truly felt all alone. Certain situations can be too difficult for me on my own. Leaving me with questions like, who can I call on? Where do I go from here? Lord, I'm reminded by your word you love me and you are near. You're my strength and you're my courage. I won't be afraid. You are with me. You go with me. I may not understand right now, but I know you never leave me. You will never leave me. He will never leave me. No, you won't forsake me. No, he won't forsake me. You will never leave me. He will never leave me. No, you won't forsake me. No, he won't forsake me. You will never leave me. He will never leave me. No, you won't forsake me. No, he won't forsake me. You will never leave me. He will never leave me. No, you won't forsake me. There may be times in your life when you feel like you're all alone. Certain situations may be difficult for you on your own. Leaving me with questions like, who can I call on? Where do I go from here? Let me remind you of God's word. He loves you and he is near. You're my strength and you're my courage. So you don't have to be afraid. You are with me. You
Kick those on me, no traffic. Birds in the mail, no traffic. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it. Get to the paper that fast, let's run it. Run it, run it, boy, run it, yeah. Run it, run it, run it, run it, run it, run it up, run it, run it. I gotta run it up, run it, yeah. Run it, FORREST, run it. I don't need no whistle to blow. I'm always on go, y'all already know that. If I can't take it with me when I go, I'ma get it real quick and then blow that. I been broke before, slept on this floor, lower than low, no I can't go back. In the fire hoes, I always like trap niggas, so you know I'ma be where you hoe at. I need it out, 150 door 10s and 1s. Don't matter your payment, we collect the funds. If you got the chips and they get every crumb. So better fool my man on 2-100. Taste of these bitches, put dick in her stomach. Man, I don't want your bitch, I might hit it for fun. She see how I'm getting it, she see how I'm coming. She told me run for it, run up the back end. Stay with Green Baby, my pack in, Y'all niggas always capping. Ain't no cap on my rapping. Stay with it on me, no lacking. Kick those on me, no trapping. Birds in the mail, no traffic. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it. Get to the paper that fast, let's run it. Run it, run it, boy, run it, yeah. Run it, run it, run it, run it, run it, run it up, run it, run it. I gotta run it up, yeah. Run it, FORREST, run it. Competition, but I'm race to the paper. I'm on the block with the slides and the taker. Dope boy, kick it too much flavor. Got design on my shoe, they ain't laced up. Extortion, I need my pay cut. How you up, but you still need to wake up. I got my J's in the line, no shake up. I got some plays on the line, gotta wait, bro. Run up the back end, make the trap flip, do a back bend. Stay there, fresh toast class. Red when I got a whole loaf for my best. Bangin' that nigga, get some money, quit asking. Off on my block, where we get to the money. Move on, I'm coming, that shine that through sunny. Money, my tendency, FORREST, my gumpy. Wherever she at, man, I'm coming, I'm running. Run it, run it, FORREST, run it, yeah. Run it, run it, run it, run it, run it, run it up, run it, run it. I gotta run it up, yeah. Run it, FORREST, run up the back end. Stay with Green Baby, my pack in, Y'all niggas always capping, ain't no cap on my rapping, Stay with it on me, no lacking, Kick those on me, no trapping, Birds in the mail, no traffic, FORREST, run, my Jenny at. Told me to run, FORREST, run. I gotta get it. I'm on the run. If the boy call me, you gotta know. Run it, run it, run it, run it. Let's go.
We have a connection. You can lead me in any direction. Yeah, we have a connection. You can lead me in any direction. Yeah, we have a connection. You can lead me in any direction. Yeah, we have a connection. You can lead me in any direction. Yeah, we have a connection.
Dear God, I'm connected to you, and everything in my life is directed to you. That's why I give the whole armor to your name. If anybody standing around me, make them do the same. Let me feel what you feel, spirit be in me. You looking at the he in me, that's the G in me. I'm walking through so many doors like it's a key in me. My life is sweeter than honey, like a bee in me.
Connection. You can lead me in any direction. Yeah, we have a connection. You can lead me in any direction. Yeah, we have a connection. You can lead me in any direction. Yeah, we have a connection. You can lead me in any direction. Yeah, we have a connection.
Like some 5G, in the presence of God is where you gon' find me. Seeking for him and no one have to remind me. I push the kingdom forward, devil get behind me. We have a connection, like we got the same brain. When you talking, Lord, I be saying the same thing. Why connect with something else, my time that'll waste? I just stay connected to